How's it going? I'm Cameron. This is Jake. We're from Legacy MMA in North Palm Beach, Florida, and we are here today to go over some tricky entries and ways to set up kicks with subterfuge and different attacks, kind of throwing your opponent off on it. The first one we're going to go with, this is kind of old hat. If you've done some Muay Thai or some kickboxing, this is basically a setup, and I'm here, and basically what I want to do, we call it a program. There's a lot of different names for it, but basically I want to get him used to one particular sequence and get him to defend it in a certain way. So I'm here, I throw my jab up here, I turn my hips, and I throw this Thai kick. Oh, he checks me, okay, he's got me, he's blocked it. I may not even throw that Thai kick really fast or really powerfully, because I want him to check it. So I'm here, I come in, boom, boom, he checks me. He gets used to that. You do it 2, maybe 3 times, get him into a certain sequence. After that, you start to change it up. You throw something different into it. So I'm here, I throw that jab, or I look down at the knee, and now I'm gonna turn my hips. This time, instead of coming low, bam, upstairs with that kick, try to hit him in the head. Now, once you do that once, they're usually kind of wise to it, and they're very cautious. So after that, you want to really change the program. I'm still here, I'm working. Everything I've done thus far, or maybe first round, has been a big attack with my rear leg coming towards his left side. So he gets used to defending that. And now I do the same setup, but the technique is a little different. This is going for a big strike. I jab, or I look down at his knee to let him see my eyes move. I come in for the kick, but instead of it being a round kick, I turn my hips up and over, and I bring in a number 2 side kick, or a back leg side kick, right into the face. So I'm here, jab, and it hits at a very different angle. He's defended up here, most likely. It leaves that opening. And I'm basically just trying to take advantage of the fact that he's defending one particular way, which is all against one side, and then I snap him with that number 2 side kick right to the face. It works beautifully, and you should try it out. Be careful with it, as you know. Side kick can really hurt you in the face, even with the proper gear on. So when we're practicing it, we'll kind of come in and just right towards the chest, hit each other in the body, and no real damage is done. Let's see. There's also, a couple other techniques we want to work on. This one is for MMA, and this is what we call an artificial capoeira. It's basically off of a takedown setup. I'm actually going to have Jake show it and kind of walk you through it. He's gotten so good at it that he could probably demonstrate better than I can. So, yeah,
all right, so how this one works is generally I'll kind of go maybe a couple jabs upstairs just to kind of test my range. From there, maybe first round, I'm going to go here, throw that jab, and then I'm going to actually go for a takedown. I'm really not trying to get him to the ground. I just want him to get the idea that I'm trying to. So I'll come in here, I'll let him, stop, defend my takedown, and then I'll just kind of shrug away here, let him kind of stay on his feet, give him that kind of satisfaction for now. From here, next time I do it, may not even be the same round, might be round 2, round 3. Here, I come in with that jab, I level change and get low. Step forward, if I really want to be sneaky about it, I'll kind of grab his leg and really get him to think about that. Then I drop that hand to the ground, come up, and I'll kick towards his head. Obviously, I'm not actually going to kick him because it's a pretty devastating one. So, showing against the pad here, I'll go kind of slow with it, and then I'll show the kick in actual speed. So it's here, I throw my jab, I level change, step forward, my back hand, which is now my front hand, started off originally as back, drops to the ground, jump off that same leg, kick with my left. Jump up here, kick through, right there.
on speed.
All right, so now with some speed. So we're here. 1, drop, come up, kick.
Beautiful. All right, we're going with, this last one is what we call the Tornado Superman. So it's a tricky little thing. I actually saw a guy use it in a match, and that was where I thought, man, that was an amazing one. I started having our guys practice it, and I really like it. They catch each other pretty well with it. A tornado kick, you may call it a bunch of different things. I know jumping round is essentially what it comes down to. But you're going to throw a round kick up high, boom, towards the hips, turn your hips, and jump up and round kick. So with some speed, go ahead and put some speed into that one. And boom, there we go. All right, nice tornado round kick. Now this one, the super tornado, is tricky because you throw that technique earlier in the match, maybe throw once, twice, 3 times, get them used to it. It's a pretty powerful technique unto itself. So they tend to be pretty cautious about that. And now we go for it, but instead of throwing the tornado attack, He throws that round kick up here, turns, looks over, and that Superman punch comes over at a different angle. Again, it's all about angles and finding different angles that your partner or your opponent isn't ready to defend against. So, ready? That's it, right there. Okay. And those are some tricky ways to kind of catch your opponent, sneak some attacks in, try them out in sparring. Be gentle, always be careful, and have some fun with it. But I think you'll find that a lot of those are really, really useful. We've used them quite effectively in our gym, and I hope you do yours as well. I'm Cameron. This is Jake. Thank you.